Hi guys, this is Dr. Muhammad Usman, and today I will be talking about in the next topic in visualizations lecture 3, which is design space of visual encoding. And today I will start talking by the univariate data. Basically, univariate data will be providing you the overview about a very single variable which can have multiple dimensions. So when we talk about multiple columns or multiple dimension, we will be talking about different factors like a, b, c, and one variable. So that is called univariate data. And if I plot it in form of anything, it will look like this one. Like we will just have a single data amount, or we will just have a single variable providing us the different elements to plot anything. So univariate data is the very basic variable, and it is very easy to plot according to the data available. And similarly, like when we talk about the different bivariate data, then we are having two variables. So bivariate data help us to compare two different variables and help us to plot in greater detail. So bivariate data is also common for the scatter plot, and you can see over here the bivariate data can be used to see comparison among different two variables and their elements in a one diagram or one visualization. Similarly, like when we talk about trivariate data, the trivariate data has three variables, and basically, and we can have multiple columns over there. So trivariate data is the basic requirement for the 3D data or a data that requires a z-axis. So if you want to plot a 3D data or you want to use the z-axis, then we go for the trivariate data. So when we talk about univariate, bivariate and trivariate data, the purpose is to know that we need this variable to map different points in a visualization. Like we need to understand that which graph needs what kind of variables. So talking about scatter plot, as we have seen that scatter plot can be drawn on one variable, two variable or three variable, depending on the nature of the data. Similarly, like if we talk about the bar chart can be developed on one variable, two variable, and up to it will also go to three variable if we have a 3D data available. So for third variable, we must be using color, size and shape if we are talking about the visualization, as we do not want to plot them or use them using the 3D data. So when we are talking about two variable, x and y axis can be plotted easily, and if we want to go to the third variable, we should use color, size, shape, position, length, visual cue or other things which we have read in the Burton visualization. So our focus will be to introduce the similar 1, 2 or 3 amount of data. But when we go above that, we called it multidimensional data. The multidimensional data can have multiple variables, and similarly, like you can have multiple columns over there. So when we are talking about the multiple dimensional data, we should be talking about different variables are the different types of data available, not just the rows of that data. So rows is a different concept. Each variable can have a different rows or a different column, but in multi-dimensional data we are talking about the number of different variable data needed to be plotted in a visualization. So with up to 3 rows, our data table can be constructed easily, as we have seen that through scatter plot or some other plot. But when the rows are above 4, what you will be doing? I will leave that question up to you, and you can just comment over here. And if you are taking my classroom session, then you can talk with me in the next classroom session about it. So basically, when we are talking about the multidimensional data, we should be knowing that how many variables can be depicted in one visualization. So to understand that, we will be working on different variables, starting from one univariate, then we will go over to the bivariate, and then we will go over the trivariate data. So this is important for the design concept, and the design criteria should be according to the multidimensional data or the data available to you. So talking about design criteria, there are two concepts. One is expressiveness and second is the effectiveness. Expressiveness is the concept that you need to know that how many variables can you easily express using a one sign language or a visual language. So if you have a multi-dimensional data, you can express about 3 to 4 amount of data accurately in one visualization, and then you have to use the other amount of data to increase the effectiveness. And similarly, like when we talk about the effectiveness, a visualization can be more effective than other visualization if the information can be easily extracted, understood and read by the reader. So when you are making up any visualization, you have to focus on both of them, on the design criteria of expressiveness and effectiveness. This is given by Mackinlay. And Mackinlay also lists down the same variable which we have read in the Burton visualization variables, and before that we have seen that position is an effective variable and color is a least effective variable. So it also lists that position is also a quantitative and effective variable, and in ordinal and in nominal also. And if we go on to the similar, like the shape is the least effective and the volume is the least effective. So basically we need to understand the different ranking of different design, and we need to understand that which variable we should use to plot any multi-dimensional data. So this video was up to here. If you like my video, go up to my channel and do like and subscribe to my video. You can also get a training certificate to my channel videos, and if you are taking my classroom session, you can also get certification in data visualization. So do contact me. So what you are waiting for? Go today and like and subscribe to my channel.